And good morning. Welcome to Today to Races presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stanton Salter along with our odds maker Keith Fustel. A big Saturday of horse racing all over the world today. We opened up early today. We opened up at 10 o'clock for the Saudi Cup races, Fountain of Youth Day down there at Gulfstream. Their first post time coming up at 11:30. Great card down there at Gulfstream. You have Shotsky, the Laurel Park horse down there for Jerry O'Dwyer. So good luck to Shotsky in the Grade 2 Fountain of Youth. But the big story yesterday, the big Stronach 5, they bet a bunch of money into it. It got up to over $800,000 into the for total money into the Stronach 5 yesterday. I played my $72 on-air ticket, and I was 3 for 3. I was looking good. I had trimmed in gray at $840. Had the $16 horse in leg B. That was the 8. American Ninja paid $14, and my single one leg C at Golden Gate, the 2 Mr. McLean one, paid $620. On a bigger ticket, I would have had Malibu Cat. I only played my $72 ticket, didn't have Malibu Cat in leg D. That horse paid $560, and I didn't have Trombetta in the last race. That horse ran big. Super Courage paid $1020. So over $800,000 was invested with that industry low 12% takeout. We had 536 winners. They got back a little over 1,400. So it was a hittable sequence. If you played a small ticket, if you played a big ticket and you were going after the big money, let's say you played a $400 or $500 ticket and it came back a little chalky and you're a little nervous, what's it going to pay? It still comes back 1,400 for you.
Yeah, you had a little of protection. I was surprised that Trimmed in Gray here got bet down to 3-1. Snuck through along the rail, was a little bit more forwardly placed as well, and got the job done to kick off your Stronach 5. Your biggest winner? Yeah, 6-1 all in all. A reasonable payout, fair payout with the prices when you're looking at it. Yeah, Naomi had stopped up in the press box and was watching a couple races, and I think she was good through the first 3.
Right.
Probably was 4 or 5 when it was all said and done. But boy, that depression sets in, doesn't it? You know, you're anxious, you're excited, you're thinking,
going.
yeah, the adrenaline's going, and then boom, the wall comes up and gets you. But you know what? We pick up and we move on.
That's right.
We're here today, right?
Yeah.
We've got a little bit of money still left in the bank. We'll see if we can run it back up.
All right. Congratulations to Ron Nicoletti down there at Gulfstream Park. He gave out a winning ticket. Also, the XB TV All-Star ticket hit. That was a $96 ticket that hit. So a couple people, 536 winning tickets in the Stronach 5 yesterday. So that was yesterday. Nice carryover today in the 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. A little shy of 4,900. That's going to start race 3 today on the 8-race program. So some good action today in the Rainbow Pick 6. We have the Cure the Winter Blues handicapping tournament going on today. Races that are in the contest today are Laurel Park races 4 through 8, and then Gulfstream Park races 9 and 10. They have weekly prizes for this, and then the big championship prize. Go to guest services, first floor of the clubhouse, to check out the Cure the Winter Blues handicapping tournament.
Yeah, and these are good. I mean, I think we should have these more often.
Sure.
It just gives the player that really doesn't maybe have that huge bankroll to go in and play those bigger tourneys. You can have some fun.
Right.
You don't have to kill yourself financially, but you know what? You can show your handicapping prowess and show, hey, you know, maybe some of these guys, we ought to just maybe propel them into something, you know, get them a free roll into something else. But, yeah, good to have these types of handicapping tournaments.
It's only a $10 entry, a weekly entry fee. All right, so that's going on today. Also, the Champions Handicapping Tournament coming up. That's right around the corner, Saturday, March 14th. Registration now open in the sports bar for the Champions Handicapping Tournament. That's one of the biggest tournaments of the year. Guaranteed over $33,000 in prizes. It's a qualifying tournament for some of the big ones. The Big One Handicapping Tournament, the NHC, the Breeders' Cup Betting Challenge. That's right around the corner. We're going to have a big day Saturday, March 14th. It's National Pie Day, Stakes Day. We have 4 $100,000 stakes. Top 3-year-olds will fight it out in the private terms. Always Mining won that race last year on his march to the Preakness. You'll have older horses in the Harrison E. Johnson, maybe Always Mining in that Harrison E. Johnson, maybe Arifana for the Nellie Morse, top 3-year-old fillies in the Beyond the Wire. So some big stakes action. Another super stakes Saturday here at Laurel Park on Saturday, March 14th with the handicapping tournament. That's going to be a big day. And sometimes you get that dicey wintertime weather mid to late March, but we'll hope for some nice weather mid-March.
No doubt. I mean, that's what worries me. We really hasn't had any kind of snow Are we going to get
yet.
that March snowstorm? We've seen it before. Let's just keep it away. Let's get things warming up here. I think it is supposed to perk up close to the 60s right next week, so I'm looking forward to some warmer weather.
All right, good stuff. So Champions right around the corner, Stakes right around the corner, Preakness 145. You have one of the major Triple Crown prep races today in the Grade 2 Fountain of Youth. They have a big field down there. Dennis's Moment, your 2-1 favorite for Dale Romans. So top 3-year-old prep today. They're all going to be looking towards the middle jewel of the Triple Crown. Third Saturday in May, Preakness 145, second to none. The People's Race, the People's Party, Saturday, May 16th this year. For Preakness. Don't forget about Black Eyed Susan the day before, Friday, May 15th. That'll be the Black Eyed Susan, the Pimlico Special, the Jim McKay Turf Sprint, two of the biggest days of the year right around the corner. Get your tickets now, Preakness.com for all your tickets and information. The Infield Fest lineup is out as well. So let's get right to it here. Big 8-race card right around the corner. Let's show you a picture of our main track. Chris Bosley and his crew doing some work on the track. They'll have it perfect for post time in 59 minutes. We'll have a fast track. Temperature about 32 and some gusting winds, 13 to 20 miles an hour today. So wind will be another factor today.
Yeah, not quite as bad as the other day, but we're still dealing with that. Yesterday, awfully chalky here at Laurel Park, unfortunately. Our biggest winner, 840, trimmed in gray, paid 840. Boat Over the Hill, who had a troubled trip, got the job done earlier in the card. And I guess a horse maybe to target looking for. How about Pretty Edgy for Ricky Silliman?
Sure.
Now 2 for 2. And I had actually a couple of people call me about that 3-year-old filly, kind of getting an opinion. So that maybe some offers will be coming their way for Pretty Edgy. We'll see.
I saw Silliman after the race. I congratulated him. He said he already turned down a bunch of money after her maiden win.
Right.
So it looks like they want to keep her, but she had a nice win yesterday, so she's a perfect 2 for 2 for that up-and-coming young sire, competitive edge.
Nothing but winners from that guy.
Yep. All right, so here we go. Race 1 kicks off the popular early pick 5. Mandatory payout on this early pick 5 with that industry low 12% takeout. Let's check out both my pick 5 tickets today. Here's my early pick 5. It's a $40 play. I think the first couple races are very chalky. I'm not going to try to beat them, so I'll single on Self-Awareness, who's going to be a heavy, strong favorite here in race 1. The 3, Chuck Stream, also he had a scratch in race 2 of the second choice, the one all the wrong reasons. So Chuck Stream's going to be a monster 3-5 favorite there, race 2. I'm not going to try to beat the favorites in races 1 or 2. I think they win, and then you look for some coverage, maybe look for some prices in races 3, 4, and 5. Race 3, I have the 3, Dial Emma Riley on top, a 6-1 first-time starter from the Carlos Mencia barn. I'm just going with the hot barn there, and you get a good rider, Jorge Riaz, and a soft maiden 10. So maybe I get a price in race 3. I go 1, 3, 4, and the 7, 9 there in race 3. Maybe I'll get a price. I'm 4 deep in race 4 with the 1, 2, 4, 7. The 4's a decent price in there. Devotion Emotion at 9-2. I'm sorry, at 7-2. The 7 in there. Let Me Ask Bob's 4-1. Then I'm 4 deep in race 5, the 2, 3, 7, 4. My price play of the day is in race 5, the 2, Super Buddy. Big second last out to a strong favorite on Bridled Outlaw. I think Super Buddy's going to be tough at 6-1, but I'm 4 deep there in race 5. Let's see if I can get this chalky single home here in race 1. We're going 7 furlongs, maiden claiming 40,000 for straight 3-year-olds. The 5, Self-Awareness, 4-5 morning line favorite. Let's show you his debut February 13th on a sloppy sealed track against Maiden 40. Went off a big 21-1 this day, and a real big second just gets beat ahead.
Yeah, Commissioner Biggs, I believe that was a firster, right, for Lynch and company.
Yes.
And it's deshackled for Hammy Smith, but I tell you, Self-Awareness makes the wide move. Got floated out a little bit upper stretch stand and just can't quite hold off Galazzo, who slipped through along the inside to get it done. But watch this horse battling back. A lot of love the heart there on a sloppy sealed surface. Gets a fast track today, so that's the stuff you still have to take into consideration. Do you really trust the number visually? It was a strong debut. Mike can get horses to come right back and run well. So yeah, gonna be awfully short here. I'm going to look to the outside with a first-time starter, maybe try to get it done. Because I tell you, lifespan, you look at the breeding stand, bottom side, the mare only ran 3 times, but she won her first 2 races. Second dam, 1 debut, was a stakes winner up in New Jersey, had some speed. Animal Kingdom on the top side here hits with about 15% of his first-time starters sprinting on the main track. A long, steady line of works should have the bottom 7/8 is a tricky distance to get first time out. I'll just take a little shot to try to upset the big favorite. And Supercross, I tell you, this horse caught my eye in debut for Mary Epler. Got away at 15-1. We're going to get Trevor McCarthy today. Do we have a video of that debut? Or Supercross, a little bit of a Z pattern. Watch him now in debut, showing a little speed up from between horses through the opening quarter of a mile, has to ease back off of rivals into the turn. I tell you, he's going to drop back. He looked like he was hopelessly beaten, Stan. Just watch him picking it up here to the 3/8 pole. He's done, right? He's just going to drop back, run last. Off the duel, you've got some horses at a big, big price. But, hey, he says, let me. I think I got this figured out from the quarter pole home. He slips through along the inside. He's going to work his way out and get a pretty good run going here through the final eighth of a mile. Finishes up okay between horses and continued on well through the gallop out. Mary is, pretty good with this little stat here with the horses in this second career start. Look at this. Last 3 years on the dirt. 6 for 19, Stan. 32%. 10 for 19 in the money. Maidens, second out. ROI, there's a gaudy 652. I'm not going to leave this one out of the exacta. You've got Trevor McCarthy. We've seen these two do damage before.
All right, so I used the 3. Back to your top pick, though, the 6, Lifespan. I think Lifespan gets a good trip on the outside for Ruby. I like the homebred here for the Elkstone group. Some patient handling, getting to the races. Nice half-mile work from the gate up there at Fairhill on the synthetic February 14th. Carol Sedania had that 3-win day a couple days ago, right?
Rubley, Sedania, they can really do no wrong right now.
Sure,
and
Rubley's
just looking
rolling.
at that breeding, you've got debut winner for the mare, second dam, won the debut, and they ran fast. So I'm going to respect that. Gives me a little bit better price. I'm not going to dismiss the favorite. I mean, you can't off of that debut.
Nope, Trombetta won the last at Gulfstream yesterday. So, all right, we like the same 4 in race 1. Here we go, race 2 to kick off. The early pick 4, we're going 5.5 furlongs, claiming 5,004 and up, never won 2. Lifetime, scratched to 1, all the wrong reasons. That was my top pick. That horse is out, so I end up on the 3 here. I don't blame you. You're trying to beat the heavy favorites in both the early double here. But Chuck Stream's going to be, 3 to 5, 2 to 5 now with the scratch of the 1. A big maiden score last out. Second off a long layoff. Now they get aggressive once again. In for the nickel 2 life. They want to win again here with Chuck Stream. They're getting 7 pounds off with Charlie Marquez. The Bug Marquez and Lacey doing well together, 40% in a positive ROI. So I'm on the 2 heavy favorites here in race 2. If they get beat, that might make for a long day for me. But I don't blame you for going for some prices
I'll take
here.
the shot. They're giving them away. And listen, you got a Maryland bred with bonus money with another condition ahead of them, right?
Right.
So they're going to try to sell right before that next condition. It's always the way you place your horses, though. If you want them clean, you got to dangle something out there for the people to see those conditions. So this is the right aggressive move. Goes to the front. Has to deal with Pate Holiday. I'm hoping this 4 can force the 3 enough and take enough starch out of it. Maybe set it up for Lunar Image. We made a little bit of a move last time before flattening out. Speed was carrying pretty good that day. Third time for Kieran. A reclaim for Kieran. Maybe Lunar Image can close in and pull a mild upset.
All right, some chalky favorites in the first couple races. We kick off the 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6 in race 3. That carryover is getting up there a little bit. It's over 4,800 today. Starts race 3. Tim Tulloch, he has a ticket for it. Let's check it out, see how he plays it. $43, 20-cent play. He has some good coverage in the first 3 races. Then his single is going to come race 8. He singles on the 4 there. The 4 grew 5 to 1. First off the claim for Claudio Gonzalez. That's a nice ticket. If that ticket hits with a $12 single he might have there in race 8, that could pay well. He might take it down today. It's going to be well played today. Pick 6 should be over 10,000 when it's all said and done. We also start the rolling super high 5 here in race 3. That's a nice little $605 carryover. So here we go. We're going 6 furlongs. Maiden claiming 10,000. Straight 3-year-olds. I go with the hot barn here. Carlos Mencia. There's not much in this race at all. So 3-year-old daughter have dialed in, been working here at Laurel Park. The works are okay for this level. You get a hot rider, Jorge Riaz. So we both go with the hot barn here, Carlos Mencia.
I'll take the shot. You know, he had a first-time starter a couple weeks ago run pretty good at a big, big price.
Right.
Got a trouble out of the gate, made a run, a little flattening out late. So you're thinking, well, Carlos, he hasn't really won much with firsters and all. Throw all of that out right now with the way he's going, over 30% right now. And you've got a family here, Stan. I was researching this. This mare has had 10 winning foals.
Nice. Productive mare.
3 of them have won first time out, Stan. 6 of them in the money. I'll take the shot against the field where you're going to have a favorite that's going to be about 8-5, 7-5 in Smoking Baby. That looks like she really doesn't want to get 6 furlongs, and there's other speed in this race to force the issue. I'll take a shot with the firster just like you. Ruiz riding well at a high clip. Hoss Kitten, I'll toss the slop. I think this is the main threat from the back of the pack. Cheers and applause. You got Trevor again with Mary at a big price. Was against the bias going back in October. Then a race going a mile, another race on a sloppy seal track going a mile. The turnback's the right key. It might be a long shot to make a run from off the pace. But, yeah, I've got to take the new face here against some of these horses I just really don't trust.
Yeah, and that's all. Talk about the morning line favorite here. Smoking Baby's going to show speed. Been the beaten favorite the last 2. Beaten favorite at this level. Last down at 4-5. And she's going to be a short price favorite today. She's by that Hot Sire competitive edge. You're getting 7 pounds off with the Bug Rider. Will the 7 pounds off help? Maybe. She's got to go 6 furlongs today. She faded last time. She's going to have to do better today.
You saw that last time. It's broke a step slow, then was sent. She better break better today because you know the one's got speed, right? She was right with her last time around the racetrack. You've got a bomb and sweep the board who can get in your way for about a quarter, 3/8 of a mile. Go all the way to the outside. I know you use this horse early. The 9, Infinity Power is however you're going to say
sure,
the
yeah.
9 horse, right? The 9 horse for Kenny Decker. This horse is quick. I mean, she might be the speed of the speed. She's going to be winging out there. So I don't trust the speeds in here. I'm going to look for something different, and Hoss Kitten might rebound off of that off-track performance and make a run. So.
All right, so not the toughest maiden, 10 to kick off the pick 6. We both go with a 6-1 shot on top. The 3, Dial Emma Riley. We start the late pick 5, race 4, no carryover. They hit it yesterday. Industry low as always. Industry low, 12% takeout. Let's check out my late pick 5 ticket. I have a single here in race 7 to feature. Race 4, I'm 4 deep here with the 1, 2, 4, 7. Maybe I can get a price. The 1 and a 2 are going to be the heavy favorites. The 7
7's going to get play. I got her line too high, Claudio. She'll probably be about 3-1, 5-2.
That's still all right. The favorite will be the 2.
Who will probably raise up a little bit, I think, off of that line, Stan.
All right, well, you had a scratch in this race.
Yeah,
everything's out of whack.
Yeah.
But I'll go 4 deep here to kick off the late pick 5. My single is going to come in race 7, the feature of the day, going 2 turns. I single there on the 7. Pretty good year for trainer Kelly Rubley. Jevion Toledo will ride. Pretty good year coming off a big win last out. Stepping up to 2 other than company today. But the Rubley barn is red hot right now, so I'll single on her in today's feature. Let's take a look here. Race 4, we're going 5.5 furlongs. Maiden claiming 16,004 and up. Scratch the 3. Cool Colcan. I go with the 1, White Russian on top. White Russian for Scott Lake. Lake's doing okay right now. He's 20% here to kick off the new year. Alex Cintron will ride. It's a 0 for 10 maiden, a 4-year-old maiden, beaten favorite 2 back against maiden 16. Just an okay third last out. Only has to go 5.5 furlongs today. Centron going to try to get a sharp break and get right to the front here, I think, on the 1, White Russian.
And I'm sure he's glad Kukulkan is out because the 3 had a lot of speed. And White Russian gave effort every step of the way. Looks like he's kind of improving a little bit. He's going to be a pace factor, no doubt, throughout. Yes, man. I think he's going to be perched to make a run. He had dead aim. I think that number might have been a little bit inflated last time, and I might have got fooled by the line. But let's look at the 7. First time, Claudio. That's the key here. Let me ask Bob. We've got a race, from January the 9th, I believe?
Yep.
Is that the race we're going to show you? Yeah, let me ask Bob here. Ask Bob with the X-Man is going to go ahead and make a little bit of a run before flattening out. Sing a verse inside in the green cap is going to work between horses to get the job done. Let me ask Bob, just next to him in the blue silks and the blue cap, a big effort, and just keeps on trying. Looks like he might, just back up a hair, but he's given effort to the line. And with some of the speed in here, I think he's going to be able to drop over and make a run from just off of it. We see these. You've got to project a couple length improvement with Claudio, and if you do that, well, guess what? He's probably over the top, and I've got him lined too high at 4. We all make mistakes.
Well, there's a scratch in here. We didn't know there was going to be a scratch. The horse probably shouldn't have been even entered. Messed up everything.
That's all right.
Let's get a quick commercial break here. Late pick 4 starts in race 5. We'll check it out right after this.
And they're off. Second in the 2 path.
All right, let's check out the late pick 4. Starts race 5 today. Keith, you have a ticket for it. Let's check it out, see how you play it.
Yeah, it's a $24 ticket. I think it's a tricky little sequence, Dan. I'd like to go a little bit deeper here if I could. I'll go 3, 6, and 7 to get you started in race 5. The 1 and the 2, I idolize you, Bucktooth in race 6. If you had to throw anybody else in, I would toss in him with him. Coming off of a length of layoff, shortening up, but has the races to get it done. I just had to pare down a little bit here. Race 7, 2 and 7. Hammer and pretty good year. Here's the spread race. Once again, if you can go all, do it. 1, 4, 5, 8. There's nobody in there you can really trust. So I'll spread around there in the finale for a $24 ticket. Add as you like.
All right, here we go. Race 5, 6 furlongs, claiming 5,000, 4 and up. Haven't won a race in 6 months. Never won 4. I'll go with the price play on top here in race 5. The 2 Super Buddy, I think, is coming out of a strong race. Good second last out at a big 36-1. Unbridled Outlaw that day. It was a heavy 3-5 favored. That was the first leg of the Stronach 5 that day. Unbridled Outlaw was taking a dropping class that day for Farrier. He was a sharp winner. I think Super Buddy's coming out of a strong race. He's a 4-time winner at Laurel Park. He gets some weight off with the Bug Avery Wistman. So I have some other tough ones in here. It's a tough beat nickel, and he was 36-1 last time for a reason. That race kind of came out of nowhere. I'm hoping he can maintain that sharp form today.
Yeah, I mean, basically, Unbridled Outlaw was a horse that was running one on open company.
Right.
So you basically ran against an open company type of horse, closed into it. This is a real tricky. I think the whole key is the 6, Unnamed Soldier. What kind of speed is he really going to bring to the table? Going first time for Kieran at this bottom level. It's not the greatest of percentages, but I fear this horse because he might be the true speed. Parade of Nations might take him a little bit going third time Claudio. I think 50, though. Juan Vasquez quietly having a pretty good meet. Carol Cedeno, this is her choice here. 50 out of that same Unbridled Outlaw. Had a little trouble at the beginning, worked through, and got a good rally late. I think he's a one to fear from off the pace and drive at night. He's just pretty steady.
Sure.
He finds himself a little bit further back mid-turn, but his races work. He's kind of on that pattern, I think, to run one of his better races here. So I do fear drive at night. Caramanos for Damon.
Yeah, the 8-year-old's a 6-time winner at Laurel Park. We both used a 3 in our exact. We like a few of the same horses there. I'm on Super Buddy. You like 50. They both come out of the same race behind Unbridled Outlaw. So nice little tricky beat nickel to kick off the late pick 4. Let's turn the page. Race 6 to kick off the final pick 3. We're going 6 furlongs, claiming 5,000, 4 and up. Haven't won a race in 6 months. Never won 4. Same condition this race for the boys. The 2 Bucktooth has won 2 in a row for Kieran off the claim. This 4-year-old son of Tapazar in top form right now. Carol Cedeno will ride. Bucktooth, all 3 wins right here at Laurel Park. So this is his home track. He loves it here. He'll be the favorite. He's the horse to beat. Yeah. He's going to try to get right to the front. There's a little other speed in here, but I think Bucktooth, if he runs his big race today, if he brings his A game, he'll be tough to beat.
He might just run him off their feet early, Stan. Can he get the extra 16th of a mile? I know he's 0 for 4. It looks like he can. He's won by open lengths the last 2. Is anybody going to be able to really pressure him? I'm not so sure, but I think I Idolize You is good enough to stay close. And forge by was on the worst part of the racetrack at Charlestown last time out. You did not want to be down towards the inside. He was. This is a slight turn back in distance. We're getting back to the one turn. That 2-back race works for me, as does the 3-back race against some better horses. Easy River, that open 10-5. That was some good horses there. In that, I think Acosta can stalk and pounce and maybe go ahead and wear down Bucktooth through the last 1/8 of a mile, and the Lasix comes off. Maybe they just found something out here that wasn't quite working. Okay, the Lasix off of the 1. I Idolize You. Let's look at a trouble horse from last time out. Grim Grin and Ghost, the 5 here for Wayne Potts. Trouble, this horse has had some issues with breaks in the past. And look at this one that day. Kind of a little bit rank up in the air at the break. Finds itself quite a long ways back after a 1/4 of a mile there, which is kind of in a tangle. You hope the pattern doesn't, keep going. It's kind of like Tauscher. You just hold your breath, Stan, when the gates open. How's the horse going to come out? But this horse shows pretty good run through the last 1/8 of a mile under McCarthy. It was claimed by Wayne Potts, and one thing Wayne Potts has done well, year in and year out. Yeah, he maybe doesn't deal with a whole lot of the 25 or 30,000. This nickel level, he's been tough. Wayne Potts, last 3 years on the dirt, 4 for 13, 31%, 9 for 13 in the money. First off the claim and back in for the nickel. ROI close to $4. Grimgren just needs to get out of the gate a little bit, and I think he can roll in here for a piece in him with him. If he had a race under his belt, and it was an okay race, I'd go with him. He's tough to leave out, and this is the one in my late pick 4. I really wish I probably should have thrown in. Might do it for a little bit bigger ticket.
All right.
He's got the races that work.
A couple nice beaten nickels on the card today. Nice 7-horse field in race 6. No scratches. We like the same 4 horses there in race 6. Let's turn the page. Big feature of the day. Race 7, second level allowance condition. Optional claiming $35,000. We're going 1 mile and an eighth here for 4-year-olds and upward. My best bet of the day is the 7. Your morning line favorite. The 7, pretty good year, 5-2. Let's show you his last race. A nice big win early February against first level allowance company. He had a nice big win back in December against Maryland Bred Allowance Company, and then he ran in the Jennings behind Always Mining, and no good in the Jennings, but came right back here February 8th. Fires a 91 Beyer speed figure this day. There he is sitting off the top pair, turning for home. He's going to go right on by, win by 2 1/4. Jevion Toledo rides today. Russell's going to ride for his wife, Brittany, but you get Toledo here on this 4-year-old of Maryland's top sire. Great notion. I think pretty good year, up to the challenge, stepping up to 2 other than company today.
Well, he looks like he's hitting his peak right now, and Sheldon was just licking his chops, right, leaving a 3/8 pole. As that duel developed, he says, I've got the horse. I'm going to shift out here in the clear and roll on by. We were talking about not a real big horse. I mean, if you compared him and Moretti in the post parades, we're like, man, the size difference was unbelievable. The little horse got the better of the big horse, and he's going to be tough right back, 1 mile and an eighth. I think he's in such good form. He's going to be able to draft into position by the time they hit the far turn. Not a lot of true speed in here. Maybe Forest Fire. I'm going to come back with Ham and Hammer for Sheldon and Brittany Russell. Got a little trouble last time, but I tell you, I expected a better kick. He just came up dead flat through the last 3/16 of a mile on that muddy sealed surface, third off of a layoff. Has positional speed. I want to see an aggressive ride. Sheldon, get this horse in the race early, and I think he can hang around a long, long way.
Third off a long layoff today. This could be his best race, the 6-year-old son of Jumpstart. So we both used the 2. The 5, we both like the 5 here. Fort Peck's 9-2. Second off the claim for Trez Abbott. Ran okay last out, and a tough 2 other than behind Harper's first ride. Tappin' Cat, Toughest Hombre. 3 real nice horses. And Fort Peck ran okay. Just got beat 3.5 lengths. 87 Beyer at 13-1. So that was a positive effort first off the claim for Trez Abbott. You get Trevor McCarthy to take the call today. So that's good value, I think, on the 5, 9-2 on Fort Peck.
Yep. A very gritty effort last time out with the trouble. The one, who I think could possibly be he's going to be right there vying for favoritism, I think, with pretty good year. Gets a break into condition stand. Comes out of that tough condition up at Parks. Now dropping down to a 2 other than senior investment. Wait for it. 2 really, really good horses. Here's the horse that won your Maryland Million Classic. Vied on a very slow pace that day, but was dead game to the wire. He's another one. I think the 2 inside horses, they're going to be your pace in here. It can pretty good year. Get over and get position to where there's horses down.
It's a nice race. How about the 3? Neither one of us used the 3 Tattooed, but he ran okay coming off the layoff for Tim Keefe at this level. A real big second for the 5-year-old son of Etch. Angel Cruz will ride. Angel Cruz had a win yesterday, and Kevin Gomez had a good day yesterday. He had 2 wins. But Cruz on this horse, he ran a big effort off the layoff. He'll slip away at a decent 5 to 6-1 here.
And he had a major excuse in that Maryland Million race against Forest Fire. He wasn't prepared for the break. Yeah. He was wide against a slow pace and just kind of fizzled a little bit. You're right. He'll sit the dream trip. He'll be should be able to save ground, make that run. Does he flatten out a hair at 1 mile and eighth? That's my biggest concern with him. That's it.
How about Kieran here with the 4, Total Lothario. Big win at Charlestown last out. This 5-year-old by Super Saver, he's in good form. We like the same 4 horses here in the feature, but I'm talking about the horses we didn't use, and they look like they're live on the page at a big price. The 4's 10-1, Rodney's 12-1 with Moonlight Shadow. Nice feature of the day here. Race 7, no scratches, all 7 runners going to go to the gate in today's feature. Let's turn the page. Race 8 is Quinella time with that low 10% takeout. in the Quinella. Last live race every racing day. We have the Quinella. We're going 7 furlongs. Maiden claiming 25,000 straight 3-year-old fillies. I go to the outside here, the 8 Queen of Tomorrow for trainer Tim Keefe. Trevor McCarthy rides his 3-year-old daughter, a bandbox, a real nice second against Maiden, 40,000 back in December. Hasn't run as well since then, but takes a drop today. We're dropping from the Maiden 40 to the Maiden 25. That makes a big difference. A lot easier spot today for the 8 Queen of Tomorrow. I'll use her on top.
Yeah, I'll take a shot with the 5, Protected, off of the break here for Jamie Ness. Carol Cedeno again. 6-1, I think you should get somewhere in that range, but ran against the right kind. Landing Zone, Always Bump, Hufflepuff. Horses that stand that have come back and are proven, where some of these other, we just don't know about how good these horses they have faced. Queen of Tomorrow was against the grain of the racetrack on the 16th of February. Bowmaker, a big improvement. We've seen something we talked about in the past. These race horses, they come down here, they claim them for cheap, and they seem to develop. I mean, they just don't fit the mold for her, but some of these horses do move on, and Bowmaker, I think, is one that you're going to have to fear. The 2's an interesting first here for Grand Motion. Bread, you think, would be a little bit better, but we talked about the Animal Kingdom. Sees pretty good strike rate first time out. And Groove, first time Claudia, will provide pace in race 8. So a very tricky final here.
How about your top pick here? Truly Red comes off the layoff for Jamie Ness, a Freedom Child 3-year-old. Okay, you talked about that one. You got Carol and Ness together. They're doing okay together. All right, we like the same 4 horses here in race 8. Nice maiden, 25,000. All right, that's it. We're out of time. Good luck to our man Jerry O'Dwyer down there at Gulfstream. Race 14, the Grade 2, Fountain of Youth, the 10 Shoskies, 10-1. Jerry O'Dwyer, you get some good riders on this horse. Luis Saez won on him in the Grade 2 Remsen. Saez was aboard when he was a good second in the Withers. Now you get the Hall of Famer Johnny V. Johnny Velasquez on the 10 Shotsky at 10-1.
He's going to be a factor for a long while. He's the right kind of horse. I think he'll do well over that racetrack. That last 3/16 is going to be tricky, against his kind of quality. But the horse definitely does try. And, come on, Jerry O'Dwyer, represent here for us here at Laurel Park.
Yeah, he's going to be dead fit. Those last couple races were going 9 furlongs. He only has to go a mile and a 16th today in the Grade 2 Fountain Youth. Dennis's Moments, the favorite in there, but let's root on the Laurel Park base horse Shotsky in the Grade 2 Fountain Youth. All right, Salty Cups right around the corner. Good luck to Bob Baffert's over there. Jason Service with Maximum Security. Who do you like in the big $20 million Salty Cup?
I don't have a strong opinion. I honestly haven't looked at it close enough.
That's all right. We got the 3-year-old champ, Maximum Security, going against the Pegasus winner, Mucho Gusto. Should be a good race over there in the desert. I'll go with Mucho Gusto, the 4-year-old son of Mucho Macho Man. I think those horses are just going to keep getting better and better and better. That's coming up. That's, I believe, around 12:30 or 12:40 post time for the Salty Cup.
After our first. Okay.
All right. That's it. Dave Robbins coming up next with today's scratches and changes. Good luck.
Good luck.